Good afternoon, my grade 9 student. I am your music teacher. I am Mr. Jean Miguel Banato, and our lesson for today will be in music, which is the music of the medieval, Renaissance, and the Baroque period. Are you ready, class?
Yes, sir.
We'll start with the music of medieval period. Anyone who wants to read the slide? Okay, Mr. Gabriel.
So music of medieval period, it is from 700 to 14,000. It's also known as the Middle Ages or Dark Ages. And sir, during this time the Christian Church influenced Europe's culture and political affairs.
Okay, thank you. Yes, and during the earlier medieval period, the church liturgical music was monophonic chant. Gregorian chant became the dominant style, so there are polyphonic genres in which multiple independent melodic lines are performed simultaneously began to develop during the high medieval era, becoming prevalent by the later 13th and 14th century. Gregorian chant is also known as monophonic plain chant, named after Pope Gregory I. Also, it became the dominant style of the earlier medieval period as mentioned earlier. So there are characteristics of the Gregorian chants. Who wants to read? Okay, Miss Blanco.
So the characteristics of the Gregorian chanter is a monophonic, free-meter model, usually based in Latin liturgy and use of neume notation.
Okay, this is an example of the neume notation. So a famous composer from the medieval period is Adam de la Halle. So he was also known as the Adam Labuso, or what they call Adam the Hunchback. So he is famous for creating church music. So his famous works includes Les Jeux de Robe, Robin et de Marion, and Les Chansons de Rio. So let's listen to the works of Adam de la Halle. So that's the medieval period, and let's continue to the music of Renaissance period. Who wants to read the slide? Yes, Mr. Baston.
So the music of Renaissance period, it is from 1400 to 1600. It came from the word renaître, which means rebirth, reviver, and rediscover. So invention of printing in the 1400s. So lute was a prominent instrument of the era, sir.
Yes, in the Renaissance, music became a vehicle for personal expression. So, composers found ways to make vocal music more expressive of the text they were setting. Secular music absorbed techniques from sacred music and vice versa. So, popular secular forms such as the chanson and madrigal spread throughout the Europe. So a lute is a stringed musical instrument that surged to popularity in Renaissance Europe. So what kind of instrument is a lute? So in Europe, a lute refers to a plucked stringed musical instrument popular in 16th and 17th centuries. So the lute was prominent in European popular art and music of the Renaissance and Baroque period, originated as the Arab beauty. So this lute resembles a guitar but has a rounded back, a pear shape, courses or pairs of strings, and a long neck with a bent back pegbacks, as you can see in the picture. So what are the characteristics of Renaissance music? Can anyone read the slide? Okay, Mr. Kalangan.
So the characteristics of Renaissance music, sir, is mostly polyphonic, imitation among the voices, and melodies are easier to perform, and use of word painting in text and music.
Yes, and so the Renaissance music is also steady beat, balanced races or in the same length, polyphony or often imitative, increasing interest in text-music relationship. So Petrucci and printing of music, um, and a growing merchant class singing, playing or music at home. So in the Renaissance music, there is so-called vocal music. So number one is the mass. So mass is a form of sacred musical composition, usually polyphonic, may be sung in a cappella or with accompaniment. Text may be syllabic or melismatic. Okay, so there are five main sections of mass, which are the Kyrie, Gloria, Credo, Sanctus, and Benedictus. And number two, we have the madrigal. So madrigal is a secular music originated from Italy. So it is written in a poetic text and sung during social gatherings. So it is usually polyphonic and it is sung in a cappella. So the famous composers of the Renaissance music are Giovanni Perluigi, the Palestrina. So he is the greatest master of Catholic Church music. So majority of his composition are sacred music. So his famous work are Pope Marcellus and Mass. So another, we have Thomas Morley. So he is a singer in the local cathedral, then became the master of choristers. So most famous secular music composer in his time. So his famous works are Fire My Heart, Fantastic, It Was a Lover and His Last, Sing and Chant It, and April Is in My Mistress. Okay, so now we have the music of Baroque period. Who wants to read the slide? Okay, Miss Bakay.
Music of Baroque period from 1685 to 1750. It came from the word barocco, which means pearl or irregular shape. Major and minor tonality was created in this period.
Yes, so Baroque music refers to the period or dominant style of Western classical music composed from about 16 to 1750. So the Baroque style followed the Renaissance period and was followed in turn by classical period after a short transition. And the Baroque period is divided into three major phases, which are the early, middle, and the late. Okay, so here are the characteristics of Baroque music. Who wants to read the slide? Yes, Mr. Lorenzo.
So the characteristics of Baroque music, melodies sound elaborate and ornamental, and melodies are not easy to sing. It uses dynamic contrast, and musical genres were invented.
That is the characteristics of the Baroque music. So now we go to the musical genres of Baroque music. We have number one, the concerto. So concerto is a orchestral music, so it employs a solo instrument accompanied by an orchestra. So we have another number two, the concerto grosso. So class concerto grosso is also an orchestral music. So the music is between a small group of solo instrument, which is called the concerto, and the whole orchestra, which is called the tutti. Next, we have the fugue. So fugue is a contrapuntal piece. Contrapuntal piece class is so class contrapuntal means having two or more independent but harmonically related melodic parts sounding together. So para lang siyang polyphonic, ganun po. So the next is oratorio. Now oratorio is a musical narration. And the number 5, lastly, we have chorale. I think you are familiar naman with the chorale. So chorale is a harmonized version of a hymnal tunes. Now we are in the famous composers. So we have the first famous composers of the Baroque period, who is Johann Sebastian Bach. So Johann Sebastian Bach is known for instrumental and vocal compositions, and also as mostly renowned as an organist. So his famous works are Mass in B minor and Cantata 208, Concerto Grosso, and Fugue in G. Next, we have Antonio Vivaldi. So Antonio Vivaldi is a violin virtuoso. He is also regarded as one of the greatest composers of Baroque period. So his famous works are Four Seasons, Spring, Summer, Autumn, and Winter. Here's an example. The next one is George Friedrich Handel. So he is known for his operas, oratorios, and organ concertos, and also influenced by Italian Baroque and German choral tradition. His famous work is called Messiah. And that is all for today. So as an activity or a task, I want your class to create a video saying the importance and the influence of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque period to the progressing music in the world. Thank you, class. Bye.